Hello, pre-algebra, lesson 13, adding and subtracting fractions. Let's see what we got. So to add and subtract fractions, they must have the same denominator. We call this common denominator. They must be the same. If the denominator is not the same, we're going to find a common one. We're going to find the same one before adding or subtracting. When adding or subtracting mixed numbers, we still have to have common denominators in those fractions. So let's work on this. So let's look at this. The first things I want to look at is, do they have common denominators? Are the denominators the same? They are. So now we can add the numerator. We're going to keep the denominator, and 3 plus 3 is 6. Now let's convert it. 4 goes into 6. How many times? One time with how many left over? Oh boy, here we go. With 2 left over, so 2 out of 4. Then we're going to reduce that down to 1 and 1/2. Now let's look at this one. Do they have the same denominator? Yes, they do. And 3 minus 3 is 0. So 0/5 is 0. But oh boy, let's look here. Do they have a common denominator? Nope, they don't. So we have to get one. What number can both 3 and 4 go into? So I'm going to write these vertically. We have to have a new one. We got to figure out what we're multiplying by, top and bottom. All right. So what is the least common factor? The lowest number that both of these, when they not factor, least common multiple, that's the word I was looking for. The lowest common multiple that both of these have. So let's think of the multiples of 4. 4 times 1 is 4, right? So let's round down. 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. Well, 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. So the lowest number they have in common is 12. So that's the denominator we want to use. 4 times what number gives us 12? 4 times 3, right? So we're going to multiply top and bottom times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times what is 12? 4. So top and bottom. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times 4 is 8. Now we're going to add. 8 plus 9 is 17. We can't leave it like this. 12 goes into 17 one time with 5 left over. Now let's look over here. We want to get a common denominator for 3/4 and 1/6. So we have our multiples of 4 right here, 4, 8, and 12. Let's write our multiples of 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. Well, look at there. Common denominator again is going to be 12. So let's write it. We're going to have to figure out, no, don't do that. Don't be silly. We know the denominator we want to get to is 12. 6 times what number equals 12? 2. So we're going to multiply top and bottom times 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 4 times what number equals 12? 3. We're going to multiply it top and bottom. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. And that is my answer. Now we have 3 and 1/2 plus 2 and 3/4. Again, got to get common denominators, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and slide this 3 and this 2 over here because we're going to keep the whole numbers the same. They're not going to change. Okay, so we got to figure out what we are multiplying top and bottom by. What number do both 2 and 4? What would we use? We'd use 4, wouldn't we? So 4 times what number equals 4? It's not going to change, is it? We're just going to slide that 3 right on over because the denominator didn't change, so the numerator doesn't change. 2 times what number equals 4? 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. Now let's add. 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. Now look, we've got an issue here. We can't leave that 5 over 4 like that. So we're going to say 4 goes into 5 one time with 1/4 left over, but we still have this 5 here. So we have to add them. So there's my final answer, 6 and 1/4. All right. Let me know if you need anything. See you soon. Bye.